Hey everybody, welcome back to Cloudpunk. I'm Odi Operandus. We just got a message from Control that sounded a bit strange. And we know he had some issues with him recently, where things couldn't kind of quite add up. He said he was going to be deleted. That might just be parlance for killed in this world, or it might be literally he's a program to be deleted. He also said that he's been doing this longer than we asked when his shift ends. And he says he's been doing this longer than he can remember. So that also makes me think that he's not a person. Not that it's a problem in this kind of world. You don't have to be a person. Not everybody's a person. It's fine. A lot of androids, a lot of AIs. It's fine. Oop, jeez. But I want to get the car fixed up here before we head on. And before we head on, oh, look how much money that's going to cost me to fix. That's incredibly bad. Oh God. All right. So before we carry on with our lives now, I feel like we're getting towards the end of the game. I want to make sure we get everything for Evelyn that we can. Let's take a look at the map here quick. I want to make sure we get all the punch cards available. We are currently right here. Let's head to some of these. There's an X on the map here. I don't know what that is about. That's kind of strange, right? There's parking where there's an X. Is that Cloudpunk, maybe? Cambria Heights. I don't think that's Cloudpunk. Maybe not. But there's some spots like this over here. There's quite a few things to find. We can head over there and collect those things, and maybe we get the 10 that we need for Evelyn. And I don't know if that's the last round of things, but she seems to be getting more and more in tune with her memories that we're trying to recover. So I'm going to head to this X here just for curiosity's sake. This is just going to be the curiosity voyage today. We're just going to explore around for whatever seems to make sense. So that X is not Cloudpunk. What do we think it is? It's not the nav point either. That's just something strange here. So if something strange, we'll look out. We'll check out, you know? We'll check out something strange. I'm also starting to think everything I've been hanging on to, like the microchips, for instance. We could probably sell those off at this point. It's an X here. No, I don't know. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. Curiosity satisfied. Let's take a look around here. We can see if there's anything else in Cambria Heights. There's a drug dealer over there, but not worth walking for. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we sell off the microchips at this point, because I don't think if I'm going to get a mission that's going to need them, I'm not going to find them. And my hover repairs are getting pretty expensive these days. I like to drive carefree, and driving carefree is kind of expensive at times. Oof. Well, yeah, just bounce it off the walls, bounce it off of that. Maybe just try some semblance of safe driving here. So if I head straight down this road, I will get to a spot with a lot of things. We only need 10 for Evelyn, so we must not need to get everything on the map in order to do this. But I think we do need to get a lot of it. Oh, I went up high. I should have gone down low. Oh, this is a complicated area for exploring, unfortunately. Elevators and such we're going to find. Okay, so we are here. It looks like, oh, maybe not. No elevators here. Okay, it's because I was above it still at that last. We just dropped off here. All right, we got bits of wire, broken augments. Nothing further down that way. Looks like I got to go across the bridge for some more stuff here. But I think we can find 10 cards here this episode. And if that's all we get to, that's all we get to. We'll see. We've been taking our time lately. Just making the episodes as long as we need to. So no matter what, this episode, I'm going to get to whatever Evelyn has to offer as far as her memories go. Now, this is interesting. I don't think there's a path across. I thought there was a bridge here. It looks like there's just a secondary parking, I guess. Well, in that case, we'll just walk it then. Well, we won't walk it. We won't be able to walk it. We have to drive across, move our car across the street, park on the other side of the street here. Park it over here. There's no bridge across these two things, even though it makes total sense that there would be a bridge here. I guess the way it's been working though, there's never, well, I guess that's to say, I was gonna say there's never two parking spots connected to the same landing spot, but it does feel like there is sometimes. But that might be not true, because we've run into situations where we've found a parking lot for another area. It was tough, I think, but we did it. If I'm only finding one of these per stop, it's gonna be a lot of stops to find everything. All right, so that takes care of this region. There's other shops and that kind of thing, but I'm not too interested in that. I'm just interested in the pickups today. So let's go north here. There should be another thing here. Where is the parking? I don't know. There it is. All right, so there's like 3 or 4 things to find here. Punch card is one of them. And typically, I don't know if I want to keep it. I mean, I guess I gotta for I don't want to end up at the end of this and find out I'm missing like one and I can't find it anywhere. As I say, I probably don't need to explore all of this to find everything. Like, not all of these are gonna be punch cards. I can walk back the other direction now, I think. Yes, it'd probably be better to do that. But you know, I don't want to like leave some stuff. If I stop at a spot, I'm gonna grab everything there, rather than leaving anything behind. Because I don't have to come back. Double backing like that is the worst. I like that the collectibles are just on the map though. Like normally, you know, in certain games you gotta like go onto a wiki or something like that to find a location and everything. In this game, that would be so impossible the way this one's designed. So it's perfect that you can get the things right on the map. I have a long history with collectible games. Like I remember the very first Assassin's Creed game. I tried to 100% it, try to get every single collectible, and I had a wiki open. I was going through checking them off. There was like 400 things to pick up. I go through region by region, pick up every single thing I can. Get done with all that. I'm missing one. I'm missing one. After I check off every single box in every single region, I'm missing one thing. But I think it was feathers in that game you had to collect. Maybe it's only 100. But still, the map is huge. I gotta go back through every single one to figure out where my mistake is. And then if I find that one that I'm missing, that I marked off that I didn't collect. So I did that. I went back through all 100 again, every single feather. Except the second time around is a little tougher because if it's a tough to find one, it's harder to prove an absence. So if I get it and I'm just not seeing where it is on the map and maybe I'm missing it where it's supposed to be and I'm not seeing it, I mark it off as found. It might just be that I didn't see it, not that I actually found it. So I get through all 100 a second time and I end up with 99 again. So there's obviously somewhere, at least one, where I've marked it off. It's very tough to find, and I gave up at that point. I stopped at 99. Never 100% of that game. But that was before they started doing built-in markers on the maps for things. Eventually, in Assassin's Creed 2, they started doing, like, you could buy maps of things and they would show up on your HUD and show up on your like as icons on your map. And then that was like solves the issue. Like you don't have any mistakes then. It makes it a little bit easier, sure, but at least you're not backtracking a bunch to get something like that done. So this is a welcoming, this is a refreshing take on it. Have a detailed map with lots to explore. It does take a little bit of the allure out of just like exploring around to find certain things. Like Assassin's Creed has the advantage of being first person, so you're looking around, you're seeing the horizon, you're seeing, hey, I bet you I can get up there. Turns out you can get up there, and there's a little reward there up there for you. Or you spot a feather shimmering off in the distance, that kind of thing. Happens all the time. High-speed chase going on. I love all the little things like that. Like, we walked under here, and it was timed up, obviously. It was perfectly timed up that the camera would zoom in like that, and the thing would rush by. Like, all the buildings collapsing. It's so great. I love it. But yeah, I don't think you can do collectibles in this other game any other way. It has to be that, like, this way it's been done, or they're marked on your map. And I mean, they used it well here. Because what we're finding is things like that. They marked it on the map as a thing for me to go get. And then I walk over to get it, and they make it so there's an event timed up, so that as soon as I walk to approach that, it triggers the high-speed chase to run past, and then I get that cool little imagery, and it's much appreciated. So if they're doing like free exploring, you couldn't necessarily do things like that very easily. I mean, you could probably still try to, but they might not turn out as well as they do here. The other thing, too, is if this was a first-person game, they might not turn out as well. Because you'd be looking around at other things. You wouldn't be necessarily looking in the right way for that cinematically to work quite right. So because it's a locked angle for everything, they can do things like that with the camera angles and make it look cool. Like the buildings collapsing in the background. If you're looking off the distance, you might not even notice that happening. So yeah, that's something that's an advantage to the like isometric kind of view with this. It's a 3D world. I mean, it's fully 3D. But they just made it isometric with the camera angle so they can control what you're looking at. And I appreciate that, actually. I really appreciate that. It's cool. But on Twitter, Ion Lands, I think that's the developer here, they tweeted that they have added a first-person camera to the game. And it is going to be absolutely amazing. You're not going to be able to get those camera things, but in my particular space, what I'm looking at is thumbnails. Like, thumbnails would be so much easier if I had a first-person camera. I could do so much with that. Looks like we got this area. I'm going to have to cut it back over to here. Let's go back this way then. But that will be amazing to try out. They seem to say that it's available now in the beta branch for the game. But given that we're on, like, hour 9 of a 10-hour game, I don't really want to do that. So we're not switching over to the beta branch right now, just in case something gets corrupted or lost or restarted. I don't want to have to lose all my progress here. So what I'll do is I might load it up after we finish the game, and we'll explore around the city if we want to, or if we're able to, in first-person mode, and see what that's like. So there's a couple things over here, and we'll see what that's all about. Parking lot's over here, huh? No parking pad, just parking lot. Interesting. Lot F. Like shots like that, you couldn't do that otherwise. In first person, it wouldn't look the same way, you know? So I can see, I mean, I just like to have the option of doing it. Like walking around here in first person would be kind of amazing. It would be a totally different feel from the way the game is. And I'm glad they went this way. That doesn't mean it wouldn't be cool, though. The only time I get like, the camera angles get a little screwy when you're running and you're not stopping when the camera turns. If you stop when the camera turns, it's a little bit easier. If you try to keep running through it without breaking your gait, it gets a little screwy. Like right now, I'm at a different angle, and when it flips, you don't necessarily flip that angle right away. There's a couple things here. Yeah, looks like I've hang a left here. Or right here. Whatever. Hang a north here. Find something else. See, if you're ready for the camera angle switch, you can actually keep the motion going pretty seamlessly. But you do have to consciously change it. I'm also keeping an eye out for names. Anybody that's not named like merchant or vendor is worth talking to in this game. In classic RPG style, it seems like we're gonna meet up with every character a couple times. We've already crossed paths with most characters twice, I think. We've crossed paths with the 4-H Club robots. We've crossed paths with, what's her name, Octavius Butler. So I think we'll cross paths with her once more before the end of the game. Same with those 4-H robot guys. We'll cross paths with them again, I'm sure. We got 3 with Huxley already, so his arc feels like it was like clockwork, right? We meet up with somebody 3 times, and then it's a wrap on them, and that's exactly how I feel like it's a lot of how like these like any RPG might go. Like it's always like 2 or 3 times, and then you're out. That's a wrap. It depends on the length of the game. It's some type of rule or something like that, where you get 2 main encounters. I'm thinking back to like Mass Effect. There was always in Mass Effect games, there was always like you do like a loyalty mission or whatever they're called, companion mission. You'd have a mission for each of your crew members, right? And you'd have one at the beginning, which would like introduce the plot, and you do a separate mission for them. And then mid-game or towards the end of the game, you would have a second mission, which would solidify your friendship with them or get some new aspect to it, and you complete the story. So you get an introduction to the story, and then you get a completion of the story. It's like a 2-act play, and you get that with all different kinds of characters. And maybe it was 3, it might have been 2 though. I don't know, but it seemed like there's always 2, an introductory side mission and then a secondary side mission following that same plot line, and that would complete the thread. And that's the kind of thing, it's a trope, I think, of I don't know if it's an official trope, but it's something that does happen a lot in RPGs, I think. And make no mistake, this game is an RPG. Even though it doesn't seem like it, because you're not having levels, there's no stat increases or anything like that, this game is definitely an RPG. You don't even have a lot of choice, necessarily, as far as outcomes. It's still an RPG, I would say. I don't know what else I would call it. I mean, it's not exactly a adventure game. Could be both. We're just following our map to see what we get for Evelyn here. We got 14 to 20 here right now. And we got to get over to this spot here. Quanta Row. See, we're still finding new things. New areas. Oh, this is a big area. Okay, I didn't walk all the way. Oh no, I did. I've walked around here before. I just haven't gone. No, maybe I haven't walked around here before. Okay. Well, if we haven't been here before, there's a chance we'll come back here at some point in the future, but I don't want to risk it. So we're just gonna explore around as much as we can, especially if I can get all 20 in this area. It's getting a little tricky right now, I think. But if there's a chance we can get all 20 in this area, I want to take it because we're in the same area right now as my apartment. I don't have to travel between areas to finish this up. Is CorpSec clerk worth talking to? I really don't know. He's not a named character. No, okay. How far down should I run here? So we are currently here. It looks like, according to the map, I could do a loop around this whole thing. And I might have to. Let's do it. We got 50 bucks just for discovering an area here. We should talk to some of the merchants, though, too, maybe. See what they sell.
Here's what I can offer you today.
This guy again. Red boots, cybernetic arm. Should I buy some boots? Should I equip them?
I love these.
All right.
Thanks.
Nope. I want to stop talking to you, though.
I look forward to...
All right. Thank you. New red boots. We got priorities, right? Important stuff. Upgrades for the Hova? No, thank you. Red boots? Yes. These boots are just also faster. You look how much faster she's running now. So much faster, right? I'm kidding. I don't think so. I don't think she's actually running any faster. But although there is some type of science, I guess, to red being more identifiable, so it looks like it's moving faster. I guess in normal vision people, it looks a little more. It stands out more. If you're colorblind, it does not stand out well at all. But if you have normal vision, regular vision, whatever you want to call it, the red is looks faster. Like red cars look like they're moving faster than they are. That kind of thing. Just because it's more easily for the eye to pick up. But if you're colorblind, it looks more like it's yellow. Yellow and red kind of look similar. Green and red look similar. So it probably doesn't stand out at all. My son's colorblind and my father-in-law's colorblind because it's kind of hereditary, I guess. It's from the mother's side, I guess. If your mother's father is colorblind, it's like a 50% chance he'll be colorblind. Is the way that old what are they called? Those little genetic square things work. So yeah, both my kids might have it. And my father-in-law's telling me about it, how red, like we're having a conversation with red. And, it's a weird conversation to have, just talking about red. Sitting around talking about red. But like he's like, red, he was explaining, it's like he's been told, because he doesn't know for sure, but he's been told it stands out, like it looks like really bright. And it's true, it does. But for him, it's like it just blends right in. It's some so differently. You don't think about that. Did I miss something there? No, look, it's P. Okay. We got one more spot over here. I don't think I'm going to get all 5 here because we're getting like 1 or 2 per spot. Like pretty much 1 per spot. So I have to make another trip someplace else to get what we need for Evelyn. I think we definitely should before this mission, though. This mission has reeks of closure to it. I don't know. Not closure necessarily, but I feel like it's a tipping point, right? A lot of RPGs have a moment where, and even like books, I would say too, and other things, not movies, I suppose, but like this guy's parked like a jackass. Look at this, taking up 3 slots there, bud. Come on, I can't even park there now. But they have a tipping point in books where it's like you read to a certain point and then you just can't put it down anymore towards the end of the book. Like you just like, I just gotta power through. It's kind of the 4 a.m. kind of read. Like I'm like, if I read another chapter in this book, I'm gonna stay up the rest of the night reading it. And there's RPGs that are like that, where you get to a certain mission or certain point in the story, and it's like I just gotta power through at this point. And you always get like a little bit of a hint that it's gonna be going towards that point. And I'm getting that feeling right now. I'm getting that tipping point kind of feeling where we're going to want to not focus on any side quests after a certain point, And that's kind of what this is all about. Molly, hey, what's up?
Are you Kelson?
No.
No, sorry.
Please do not be shy. We talked about this in the chat room. We cannot begin until you confirm your identity. We agreed on Kelson for you. I am Molly.
I'm not Kelson. My name is Rania.
Oh, I see. I am sorry too. Damn it, I cannot take any more of these time wasters. I hate to be made to wait. Even worse when it is in the rain.
At least your clothes are kind of waterproof. They're made of...
latex, yes. And I suppose that is a small mercy. How do you survive this weather? You're soaked.
I'm a delivery driver, so I'm mostly in my Hava.
Yes, of course. You like your work?
I'm still deciding. You?
It is honest work. I make people happy.
Are you?
A sex worker? Yes, a dominatrix. My mother said one day I would find something I was good at. This is it.
This is what you had in mind.
Okay.
You have something else to say. Spit it out then. I have nothing else to do, it would seem. I know you are curious.
Does it feel bad hurting people? Even if they want it?
No, not at all. I am helping them.
You really believe that?
I know it. They thank me, with words, and with huge handfuls of money.
Has it ever gone wrong with a client?
No.
Seriously? You've never hurt someone more than they wanted?
It's all done with augments now. If I crack a whip, it's just for show. Ropes and chains are ornamentals. The augments bind them, hold them down, cause them pain. That way, no one is ever hurt worse than they want to be.
I guess
Interesting.
that's better.
It is.
The future of BDSM.
Well, Molly, I hope you get another client soon and get out of the rain.
I shall. Business is good. Run along and get yourself dried off. We all wear a uniform to work, whether we think we do or not. No need for it to be waterlogged.
Cool. I got an achievement for talking to Molly. That's awesome. The achievement unlocked. Have a safe word. Of course, that's what she was just saying. You don't need a safe word anymore. It's the future. We're beyond safe words now. Finally. It's progress, right? The future is this game. Interesting concept, though. You don't hear too many Isaac Asimov books or anything like that getting into it. This game will go there. So yeah, it's an interesting concept. But yeah, so anyways, the tipping point thing, it's like you're gonna at some point, even though you spent 60 hours in this game dicking around doing every side quest, even though the world is no more on the line than it was a minute ago, you hit kind of a tipping point where you're just like, okay, I can't go do any summer side quests. Enough's enough. Let's go power through this thing. And so I always try to get the side quests done before I hit that point, or so I don't get that tipping point. And that might be why I don't finish too many games, because I'm like, oh, I just gotta finish all the side quests. And I don't want to do all the side quests, so I'm just gonna stop playing. And I never finished the game. Like, I never finished Final Fantasy VII. I never saw the ending of it because I got to the point where it's like, okay, we're gonna go fight Sephiroth. And I'm like, oh no, I gotta do the side quests still, so I'm gonna go do that. And then it's like the side quests in that game are unreal sometimes, so like it's a lot. So then I go off like trying to breed chocobos and stuff like that. Like you don't finish the game ever. And I honestly never finished the game. I've gone back and I've like watched footage of the ending, so I've seen what it's like, but I never actually personally played it for the longest time. And also there's a certain point where it's like, I just don't want this to end. There is that going on too. There's a certain point of that, like, oh, I'm enjoying this so much, I don't want this story to end now. And there is a little bit of that going on too. That was part of it for me for Final Fantasy VII for sure too. Just I don't want it to end, so I'm gonna keep doing side quests and use it as an excuse to not finish the game. Totally valid, I think. We got one over there, we got one over there. What are the odds these are gonna be ones I want? Oh God. My car is fast. I feel like I'm damaging it even faster. We're headed right to it. Okay, good. But yeah, we're gonna hit that tipping point here, and it's that point with like, okay, this is the final side quest, and sometimes we'll be like, oh, do you have anything to wrap up before we go on to this mission? No turning back now. It happens even before that, though. I feel like the real tipping point happens before that, where you just feel a tipping point happening. I'm finding new things, new areas. How am I losing money still? I have 183. Oh, it's the boots. That's right. It's like I spent all that money on those boots. See, like this is cool stuff we wouldn't have seen otherwise. This bridge, it's neat. I like it. This is cool too. More broken augments, not a punch card. I'm gonna have to move on to a different area. I just know it. But at least this region will be done. You can always move on after that. Alright, so we got... This area is nearly done. I could go to the Moki district after this. Have I been to the Moki district before? Oh, this is a cool spot. Kind of out of the way. Isn't that weird? There's one right here. Oh my God. These punch cards are everywhere. All right, 3 more to find. So let's go to a spot we know we'll need to go back from, like Moki District, because we know this is the wrong way. That we have to cut back through here to get back to Evelyn. That's fine. If it's the area I haven't been to before, we'll manage that. It's fine. Maybe it'll be something cool to see. Who knows? Have we been here before? How can I tell? It all kind of looks the same. In a good way. I mean, it's supposed to look the same. It's this gigantic urban, you know, what would be the name of this? Like, where it's like everyone lives in the city. There's gotta be some type of word like mono urban kind of environment, right? One city with many districts. Ooh, how do we get around in here? This is an interesting one. Lots of walking. I feel like I should probably avoid that if I can. Yeah, this would be a ton of walking. I want something more dense. But I'm only getting 3 things. There's a lot. Oh, this is it over here. Look at this. This is to be a lot of walking, but it's very dense. I'm already here though, so let's go wander the streets of the El Bene Majoris sector. And parking is right over here. Take that good parking spot. Second from the end. Awesome. All right, so there's lots to explore in this area here. This is a cool part of the city though too. See, it all looks the same, but also doesn't look the same. Like this is just has a different feel to it. I don't know. This feels more commercial, like a lot of bars maybe. There's some apartments. I guess there's apartments everywhere, but there's like nightclubs over here. I definitely have not been here before. And I might be totally off on this, the whole how much game is left. I went to a there's a website called How Long to Beat, and you can put in any game title, and then users who have submitted their times on a game will tell you how long it took them to beat it, and they'll have like a, you know, a completionist score and a quick score and a normal score on it. In this game, the completionist score said 10 hours. I've been playing this for 9 according to Steam. And I know you don't play things the most efficient way. As a content creator, you're gonna, you know, take your time with certain aspects of it. Not gonna speed through everything non-stop. But still, I feel like we're on the completionist track right now for the most part. And we're at 9 hours. Probably 10 hours after today. So we should be wrapping this up in the next few episodes. Which is good. I mean, I want to get this off my schedule. It'd be good to have it done before the end of May. Move on to a new month, new games. I got some new stuff coming up with Fixer. We're going to be doing a game called Minecraft Dungeons coming out on the 26th. So that'll be fun. And we got some other things we're working on too. I got a couple other games I wanted to do with them that we'll be doing soon. Maybe just like a couple short series. So stay tuned for that. They'll be probably launching next week as well. Next couple days here. I'll record them. I'm recording this on Saturday, the 23rd. I'll probably be recording some more stuff tomorrow with him. So it shouldn't be too long before you have to see that stuff. Before you have to watch that stuff. You're obligated. You're obligated now. You're in. What are you gonna do? Watch something else? No, you're not going anywhere. But yeah, we'll be doing that soon. Should be pretty fun. And we got one more. Let's cross over here. And did I go the wrong way? Of course I did. No characters over here though, okay. Is that an ad for Blood Plus? But yeah, one of the games we'll be doing, there's a game called Volcanoids, and it just released a co-op mode, so we'll be playing that soon. That's the big thing I want to get off the radar here. But we're looking forward to that. I wanted to play the game for a long time. They finally sent me a key for it, so I want to check it out with him. And so we'll be looking at that pretty soon, just for a couple episodes probably. Unless it's really fun, then we'll maybe do more. We'll see. And Terraria will continue as well. I'll have a lot of co-op to manage then. So that's why I need to get some of this stuff off my plate with games that are hanging out there still. This one's been going on for like a month, right? I think it's only 13 episodes, but I've been doing it every couple days, so this one's going on for at least a month. Yeah, and then I think as far as other stuff, The Longing will continue to completion. I don't know how much longer it's going to take. Probably not too much longer. And then we have mostly co-op stuff then going on the channel, which is also it's tough to record because I need to schedule it more, but it's more easy to edit and have fun with. It's better content, I think, for co-op. But I gotta have some single player stuff mixed in there. So I'm just gonna be doing more. I think in June I'll be doing a ton of stuff, a ton of different series, and keeping with the co-op stuff as well. Get as much stuff up as I can. But we'll be putting this one will be put to bed pretty soon here, and then long shortly after that probably. And then where we're on to from there, I don't know. All right, this is another big area here. This will probably be enough to put me over the top. Now, the number of things that are still out there, though, because there's tons of punch cards still out there, I'm sure. It's a little concerning that there's going to be another round of 20 that I have to find. And if that's the case, we'll just keep powering through. I'll just keep looking around. I mean, I don't think I'll find 20 in a single day, though, is the thing, but we'll see. It'd be a lot. It would be a lot to do. All right, so if I go from here, looks like I gotta get it back over there somehow. Then over there. We'll just do a loop. That's all right. Let's do a big loop. Haven't found any other characters to talk to, though. I think we're getting pretty close. I haven't checked a look at my achievement list here. There's 79 achievements for this game, though. There's a ton of things to do, and they're all like, you know, there's little ones of just like meet a single character at one point. But you know, I'm not gonna probably get all those. And that would be real. There's no way this guy got it done in 10 hours. As far as the completionist, that's the thing. I mean, the completionist for 10 hours, it depends on how you count the completionist. But 79 achievements, that's not happening in 10 hours. Can I cut off this area here? Looks like there's a central hub here. It looks like I could wind my way back over there, though. All right, let's just do it. Let's just walk across. Moki District is cool. I'm liking it. Return punch cards to Evelyn. I'm just gonna pick up more stuff around here just in case. That way we don't have to come back. And then after this, I will run back out of here. We'll talk to Evelyn, because if I do find another 20, I want to know that right away. And if I don't, then I could probably wrap up the collecting of things today. Because I'm not really too interested in doing 100% completion on this. If I was going to do 100% completion, to be focused on not the collectibles, but on the achievements. Now, the achievements probably include finding all of the collectibles in the game, which would be a lot, but they're marked and we'd find them. There's another one. Okay, so it's not the last punch card in the game. That makes me think there's going to be another set. That really makes me think there's going to be another set. Oh, I walked around this really quick. Okay, we gotta back out to the hub then. We got the spokes of the wheel here. We're in the hub of the wheel here. We gotta get to the spokes again. But we can do this. We can use the spokes to get around easily enough, or the hub to get around easily enough. And I went the wrong way. Okay. Here we go. Let's take this. This is the long way around, though. So this is what I mean. I could have taken if I would have taken the right branch there, I could have used the hub to get around faster. Would have much easier. I could go see if the stimulant salesman around here would sell to me. I would wonder if they actually do make you go faster. If I was just anecdotal that I thought I was going faster. It would be kind of fun to do something like that, but I don't want to have my character taking a bunch of stimulants to stay alive here. Seems like it would be a bad idea. All right. Is that it here? Let's see. Looks like I gotta head back. So oh, there's a person over there. Hold on. New character, hold up. Side quests. And this is an area we may not have gone to otherwise. Mala. Hey, Mala.
Hi there. Are you alone?
Mom lets me hang out here. I like to watch the traffic go by.
Oh boy.
I'm Mala.
She lets you out here by yourself?
Yeah, I like to see the different hovas. And Mom
Hovers.
says the air is nice and clean by the roads because the vapor from the engines helps. Back home, it's smelly because of the factories.
You live near the factories? I guess this is the best place for you to play then.
Mom says it's safe as long as I don't talk to the police people. But strangers are okay.
I guess
right.
that makes sense. So you like the Havas?
Yeah,
Havas.
I want to race one day.
The desert races in the wastelands?
No, I like the street races.
I've met a racer tonight.
Really? Who was he?
He calls
The worst
himself
guy?
Never Slow Joe.
You don't know him.
Wow, never slow, Joe. He is good.
He's not good.
I have something for you then. You want this card?
Oh, cool.
Good thing I didn't sell
I
it.
didn't have this one yet. Thanks.
Wow.
He is not like the best, but pretty good.
Who's the best then?
Scuttle Runner, maybe the Bandit Queen. Oh, I know, Jane Turbine.
Are those their real names?
No.
No, silly. You need a special name when you become a racer.
Well, it was nice to meet you. I've got to run. See you, Mala.
The little interactions are kind of fun. You know? Love that kind of thing. All right, so we're going this way. And we're hanging a right. Oh god, now the map's upside down. If she would have flipped the camera around, it would have been a little easier for me to navigate here. That's another punch card. Okay, that's why we gotta explore. In case we come back and say there's 20 more, we already got 18 left now. So that's something. So we met a racer fan. That's fun. I wonder if these people only pop up in these spots or if they can pop up anywhere, and they're just little moments in time in certain locations. Like if they've got certain possible spots that can pop up, and then it just pops them up where I'm likely to find somebody. But then there's probably a limit how many I can find. So maybe it is locked down to certain people in certain areas. You know? Where is this thing? There we go. Cool into the middle of the throughway here. All right, looks like if I head, I gotta head back on this ramp here. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna end up looking for another 20 of these. Like, her memories aren't coming back yet. But also, she's a little concerning, Evelyn, because Evelyn doesn't want her memories back. She said, remove my memories on purpose. And then now she wants them back. It's a little bit of a Eternal Sunshine type thing, you know, the memory wiping. Except with an android. But then, why did she wipe it in the first place? What's she gonna remember that's gonna be the, I mean, I'm curious, you know, what's she gonna remember that's gonna be so bad? I think that does it for this area. Yeah. Now let's make sure I do this right. If I go north again, I can get back faster with the car. It's gotta, oh, did you see that? Did you see that just glitch? That one engineer said that glitches can mean things are going to be bad. Bad things will happen. Of course, that means bad things happen all the time, but that definitely glitched. And now it's all messed up. Look at this, it's freaking out. I don't think anything's going to fall in this area. This isn't the kind of area that's falling down. But it's still interesting that it happened. Did I go the wrong way here? No, I didn't. Alright, so we got Return to Evelyn as my next task. I think we'll do that and just find out if there's gonna be another 20 here or not. I hope not. But I think there's gonna be. So back to Evelyn, green marker here. Yeah, see, that one's gonna, I don't know. It seems like just like the old buildings are falling down though, and that could just because it's. I mean, is it Korra that's doing it? Like the grid is causing things to happen, or are they just falling because they're old buildings and not well maintained, and there's just too much going on? Like, I mean, the one building we saw falling down last was like a bunch of shipping containers stacked on top of each other. I can tell you right now, that's not a good way to build a building. But like this building here seems sturdy enough, you know, and there's other buildings around here that don't seem like they're shoddy or anything like that. But if they start falling down, that will be something. That will be very much something. Let's get back down to Midtown here. Try not to hit anything. Try not to fly into oncoming traffic. All that good stuff. Alright, so we head back to the apartment. Stick to the fast lane here. And then I will hit it up. We'll hit it up. Evelyn, we're coming with your memories. Is she gonna get to a point where she's starting to remember she doesn't want to anymore? Like she's like, take these back and redistribute these. I need 40 more punch cards to forget everything again. Could be. I'm gonna use my booster here. Don't use very often because we usually have a lot of traffic to deal with, but right now, smooth sailing. Where the hell's my house? I'm that far away from it? I guess I was on the other side of the map, right? What happens? We're getting closer though. I'm gonna hang off here, actually. I think it's right here. Where's my apartment? Nope, not here. Not here. Not even close. Parking over here. Oh my god. So like I'm driving in ways that should not be possible in a world like this. There'd be like I'd be breaking so many laws right now by flying like this. I'm parked on the opposite side of where I need to be though. It doesn't look like there's a shortcut back over there. Other side of the house. Should I stop in and see how my new ward is doing also? Maybe? I mean, nothing's really happened. She's hopefully just watching TV or something like that. Gaz Goodtime's a drug dealer, right? So I don't have to talk to him. He's a merchant. A merchant with a name, but
I have more of the
merchant.
cards. Maybe enough?
Maybe.
Everything is becoming clearer.
Not enough.
Is that good?
I feel incredible pain.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. What do you remember?
Dr. Zizich and I had an argument. She said I should forget what happened, put it behind me, and move on. I wanted to die.
Do you remember what it was that made you feel like you couldn't go on?
At the periphery, I met someone. Someone I cared very deeply for.
Did something happen to them?
Yes, they fell in love.
With who?
With me.
So what was the problem?
I cared for them deeply, but I could not love them.
You shouldn't feel guilty about that.
You do not understand. I could not love them, no matter how much I wanted to. I am not built to feel it.
I see. But if you cared for them, then that's...
It is not the same as loving them. What I felt was like, it was like being able to taste, but not swallow. Being able to see the sun, but not feel its warmth on my face. I was walking towards a deep, blue, infinite sea. But the tide was rolling out, and no matter how fast I ran, there was always sand beneath my feet. All I wanted to do was swim. But for me, there was only an endless shore.
I still don't get it.
Some androids can't love, and yet still they feel whole. Some can, and they can feel everything. For me, it is much worse. I can feel the hole inside me where love should be, and I can feel that it is not there.
Do you remember anything else about the periphery? About Dr. Zizich?
I remember little. I struggle to picture their face.
More cards
but
needed.
I remember that I was the one that posted the punch card under your door. The first one.
Why?
I asked Dr. Dzizic to change my core programming, to forbid me from searching for the lost memories. I knew you traveled through the city. You might find them. You might help me recover my memories.
So you lied to me.
Do you understand why?
Do you?
No, but I want to.
Oh boy. 20 more to find. Oh my god. Okay, we are gonna have to find every single marker in this game, I think. That's gonna be a bit of a project. I mean, we've got this area cleared. I don't know how many more there are in general around the map. There's no way of knowing that. There's no stats to find that out. I don't think. Hold on a second. Let's look at some locked achievements here quick. Let's see. Find 20 punch cards. I'm looking at the achievements to see if there's a countdown for how many I've collected of something. There's a lot of characters I haven't met yet. All right, here's what we'll do. Keep going. That's what we'll do. Keep going. That's all we can do. So do I follow the nav point now though, or do I keep finding punch cards for the time being? I mean, I think maybe what we'll do then. Yeah, here's what I'll do. Next episode, we'll come back. We will clear out, we cleared out Midtown. So we'll clear out whatever district we're headed to next. Every single time I go to a new district, I'll just clear it out from now on. And that way, if I ever, yeah, I need more fuel and that kind of thing anyway. So I'll go around and get some gas here quick. And then we'll go, next episode, we'll go on the nav point for Control and find out what he's acting screwy. While we're looking for Control, I will be more diligent about searching out everything. Because, I mean, it could take a couple more hours, I think, still like searching around for 20 more punch cards. But if I go in each district and grab as many as I can, I think that'll help the numbers reduce quite a bit. So I'm gonna head to a fill-up station here, get some gas, and then after that we'll head to the nav point for Control, and that'll be next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of just tooling around the city, clearing up the map, just chatting about random things that pop in my head, and finding some punch cards. That's what it's all about. So I gotta fill up with gas. Pretty much everything I've done now is gonna be going out back into the car here. That's the other thing too. I can't do some missions. I can't keep spending money on gas. Oh, it's so expensive. All right. Well, I'll be back for another episode of this very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you next time.